The issue: Chandigarh's Sharewise sale ban, a cruelty disguised as planning. You don't build a nation by punishing those who trusted the law. A government that locks its citizens' assets due to bureaucratic panic or fear of misuse does not act as a custodian of justice. It acts as an obstacle to economic dignity. To deny a lawful owner the ability to sell or transfer their own share of property is not governance, it is cruelty to humanity. It shackles families in endless disputes, traps widows and heirs in dead assets, and mocks the very principle of private property which the Constitution was meant to safeguard. Historical excuse, present injustice. The Chandigarh administration continues to justify the rule on the ground of preserving the planned city. But what has been preserved? Not justice, not equity, not dignity. Instead, residents have been condemned to decades of immovable rights. A widow inheriting 50% of a house cannot sell it. A brother wanting to exit joint ownership cannot liquidate his share. The rule creates a state-imposed paralysis, where owners remain owners only in name, unable to exercise the fundamental incidence of ownership. The judiciary's powerlessness. In today's judicial climate, the High Court, already burdened, under-resourced and often deferential in UT matters, will rarely strike down such an administrative embargo. Chandigarh being a union territory, every significant reform requires a nod from the central government. This reduces the court to a symbolic listener, while the citizen continues to bleed economically. In truth, unless the centre acts, no relief of substance will flow, no matter how strong the arguments or how glaring the injustice. A case of biased and malafide manipulation. By tampering with property rights and treating residents as if they cannot be trusted to manage their own shares, the administration crosses the line from regulation to domination. The continuation of this rule is not neutral urban planning. It is biased, arbitrary, and malafide manipulation of citizens' rights. It effectively converts Chandigarh property into a feudal estate, where the government, not the owner, decides whether an asset can be sold, partitioned, or monetized. The call for reform. The Sharewise sale ban is not just an outdated relic, it is a direct affront to economic freedom and human dignity. In a country that proclaims ease of doing business, it is shocking that ordinary residents of Chandigarh must beg for permission to exercise their simplest property rights. Central inaction in the face of this cruelty is unforgivable. A nation that seeks to grow cannot afford to keep its citizens bound by colonial-style property controls dressed up as planning. Until the centre removes this unjust ban, Chandigarh will remain a planned city only in concrete, but a failed city in justice.